Welcome to Huddle Adventures. I'm Eddie. Laura isn't here right now. Laura isn't here right now because I'm in my truck on my lunch break, and I'm going to share a group cruise we booked last week. I'm going to tell you guys all about it because I want you to book it too. Let's do it. Okay guys, two of the channels we follow and are friends with, Parker on the Go and Have Luggage Will Travel, got together and planned a group cruise on the Carnival celebration for May 20th of 2023. It's an 8-day Southern Caribbean ABC Island group cruise. Now, when I found out about this early last week, I was really disappointed because our 2023 schedule was booked solid. And I knew I wanted to go on this cruise with these guys because they're great. We follow each other. We support each other 100%. Both channels are just exceptional. Charvon, it's spelled Charvon, the R is silent, and Amanda are both travel agents. They're outstanding, and we just love their channels. They're great people. So I knew I wanted to go on this group cruise, but we didn't have any vacation availability to make it happen. And I didn't know if I could talk Laura into doing it, okay? Because we keep reworking our schedule, and I knew right away which cruise would have to be canceled, and I knew she wouldn't want to cancel that cruise, and it was a cruise on the Carnival Horizon. Now, if you follow our channel, you know we had the Carnival Horizon booked forever. We were going to go for our 5th anniversary, wedding anniversary. We're going to go to Carnival Horizon for January 22nd of 2022. And then they had a propulsion problem. They had to be dry docked. And we ended up shifting that cruise over to the Vista. And we did a back-to-back on the Vista rather than on the Horizon. So we haven't been on Horizon yet. We've been on Panorama. We've been on the Vista. And we want to do the Horizon so we can say we did all 3 of the Vista-class ships. And we wanted to try the Havana area. So we had an 8-day Southern Caribbean cruise booked for August of 2023 on the Carnival Horizon, and we had an interior Havana room booked. And we were going to stick with the interior, which we never do. We always start with an interior. If you guys know our channel, we end up upgrading every single time. We've only stayed in balcony staterooms. We've never stayed in interior. We were going to do it on this one. It was going to be our first one, and we were looking forward to finally staying in the Havana area on a Vista class ship. It's the only one that we could cancel, and it had the right amount of days. It was an 8-day, and we could swap for an 8-day. It's going to Southern Caribbean, different islands, but similar itinerary. And we already had the celebration booked 2 times. One time in 2022, we're going on the inaugural celebration U.S. inaugural cruise, November 21st of this year. And we have it booked again in October of 2023 to go with Adventures Ahead and Beach Please and a bunch of other creators. And they're calling it a group cruise or something like that. I always say it wrong, and Josh always corrects me. Josh from Adventures Ahead, and that's fine because I'm 53 and I'm allowed to forget things. Now, we weren't excited really about going on Celebration for a 3rd time, even though we haven't been on it once yet, but we knew there would be 3 cruises within basically a 12-month period of time on the same cruise ship. But it was the people we were going with in the itinerary. Itinerary sounds awesome, and the people we're going with are super cool. So we thought, hey, let's see if we can make it work. So we looked at the schedule, and the only cruise we could cancel was the Horizon. Laura agreed to it, but first she asked, "Are you sure we're invited? They invited us?" And I'm like, yeah, they invited us. So she's so funny. So anyways, we ended up canceling the Horizon. We tried to take our money we had paid in the Horizon and put it on the family reunion group cruise, and it didn't work out that way. But with that said, My goal right now is to promote the family reunion group cruise. I just wanted to give you some background on how we managed to squeeze it in. And if you look at our cruise shipmate account, you will see this group cruise is booked, and you can look at and see the details of the itinerary. But it is an 8-day itinerary. It's not inexpensive, I'll tell you that right now, but you are not going to get an inexpensive cruise on the Mardi Gras celebration and the upcoming Jubilee. Those are not going to be inexpensive cruises, guys. Those new ships never are on any cruise line. I don't care which cruise ship you go on. You go on their latest and greatest ship, you're going to pay a premium price. If you want a really good budget cruise to save money, you go on the older ships. Older, smaller, less expensive, bigger, newer, more money. That's how it works in cruising. So with that said, it's not a super expensive cruise by any means. Trust me, we're going on to Celebrity Apex in March of 23, and that one is uber expensive compared to Carnival. So with that said, we are sailing out of Miami. That's where Celebration's going to be home ported, is Miami. And as I said, it's going to be May 20th through the 28th. Now, the details are, you can book this cruise with a $50 per person deposit. And I'm going to put Siobhan's email address and Amanda's email address right here. I shared this information in another vlog last week, but it was a bigger, longer vlog, and this is just mentioned and what's going on with their schedule, and that's when I broke it and kind of surprised everyone about this cruise. But guess what? The flyer, or the thumbnail that they made for this cruise, they had the wrong email address for Amanda's email. So the correct email is right here. I'm sharing it on the screen. It's still there. I'm gonna leave it on there for a little while, and it will be down in the details section, so you can look at it there as well. Now, as I was saying, it's going to be $50 per person deposit, which is great. That's very inexpensive. I don't have all the details on what comes with the group cruise, but you do want to book right away. I believe the way they were working it is, the first 5 creators that book will have their name featured on the back of the shirt, and we were number 3 after those 2. So it was Parker on the Go, Have Luggage Will Travel, and Huddle Adventures are on the back of that shirt for sure. There's a 4th, and I can't remember. I think it's Manning's are going to be, the Traveling Mannings are going to be on the back of that as well. I'm not sure though. I can't say for sure. But as of yesterday, I think they had 1 spot left. So you automatically go on the back of the shirt for no expense if you're a creator. Now, I want to back this up and quickly tell you guys that this isn't all about creators. Yes, they're calling it the Small Creators Cruise, and I told them that I'm a small creator no matter how many followers I have, because I'm only 5'8". I should put a laugh track right there, because it's not really funny though. Is okay, but anyways, yeah, Small Creator Cruise. When you have these group cruises where you have vloggers on board, this is a great opportunity if you're a fan of the channel to get to meet them, get to hang out with them, and make friends with them in the real world. And we encourage that. We started vlogging hoping we could make friends with people that share a love for cruising like we have. Currently, the only people we know that love cruising are our 6 kids, and they usually want us to pay for them to cruise. And there are 5 of them are adults now. So, and we love cruising with our kids. And if you watch our channel, back in March, we had half of the crew on the Sunshine with us, and it was an awesome time. And we call them the Huddle Bunch, and we call any of our subscribers that join our private Facebook group part of the Huddle Bunch. So Huddle is, what is Huddle? Our last name is Huddleston, and Huddle is just our nickname, Huddle Adventures. There you go. With that said, it's a great opportunity to come on board and get to meet these folks that you have been following. And the cool thing about it is, it's leaning towards more newer cruise vlogging channels. These guys are going to be more accessible to you. So when you go on a cruise with all of us on this family reunion cruise, you're going to literally get to hang out with us. You're going to get to meet us. There's going to be plenty of time to get to meet us. And I'm not saying it's going to be the best experience of your life meeting us, especially me, but you're gonna love Laura, and Laura will be there. She's not here right now, but she'll be there, and you'll love her. So I guarantee you'll love Laura. And then you're going to love Charvon and Amanda and everyone else that's going. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a great time, and you guys should book it. Now, we're booked on the Vlogger Extravaganza cruise on the Breakaway January 29th of 2023 as well. And that will be our first group cruise and official group cruise. Now, the Celebration inaugural cruise, I think there's group cruises for that, but we're not part of any group. But there'll be a ton of vloggers on that. So we're going to see a bunch of vloggers on that cruise, much bigger than we are. And then, of course, on the Vlogger Extravaganza, it's going to have everybody. Everybody that most everybody will be on that one. Para DJ, EECC, Sharon at Seas. There's going to be a bunch of really huge channels. And following these guys and talking to them here and there, little bits and pieces, you know, I'm just a fan like everybody else is of those guys, those big channels. Jay from Para DJ said he's looking forward to it, but he's also not looking forward to it because he knows a lot of people are going to be disappointed that they're not going to get to spend any time with them because there's going to be so many people wanting to meet them and talk to them and spend time with them. He won't be able to spend as much time with them as like they normally do. Say right now when they're out on one of their regular cruises and they run into a fan, they could sit down with them, you know, have a drink with them, have lunch or dinner with them, whatever, go on an excursion with them. And you've seen them do that on their channel. And that's really cool, but he won't be able to do that because he's going to have everybody wanting to spend time with them. And they're not the only ones. There's going to be a bunch of them. We're really curious to see how that works out because when we booked that cruise, we weren't even sure if we're going to start vlogging at that point. We booked it as fans. So my point is, when it's a vlogger cruise, it doesn't mean you have to be a vlogger to go. It's for fans. And that's why we are doing it. We look forward to meeting our fellow creators, but we're really hoping we get to meet our subscribers, the people that are tuning into our channel, that enjoy our content, that find value in it. It just makes us feel good to know that we could possibly be meeting people that like what we're doing and get to thank them in person and say, hey, we appreciate you. And I'm sure my fellow small creators feel the same way. They want to get an opportunity to meet people that are tuning into their content and find out what they like, what they don't like, you know, what can we do to provide a better product for you. That's another part of this. But ultimately it's about making friends and it's about friendship. No pineapples, guys. It's just about I'm just joking. It's about friendship, right? Making friends, people that share common interests. And what we love about cruising and our experience in cruising is apolitical. There's no politics. People aren't on cruise ships arguing about politics. Not on any cruise ships I've been on. There's none of that going on. There's, you know, there's maybe some friendly back and forth about sports teams and, you know, regional stuff just for fun. But for the most part, there's none of that political stuff. Everybody is just, you know, one big happy family on that cruise ship. And that's what we like about it. It's really cool. There's none of that, no arguing, no ugliness, you know, that we've experienced. Now, I'm not saying it's utopia because no such thing exists, but that's one of the things we love about cruising. And we look forward to, you know, meeting as many of you as we can. So make sure you book, get this thing booked, get it done. It's I got to commit to is if there's two of you, it's going to be $100, $50 a person, and you can be booked. Get on board and you're going to love it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, with that said, I want to thank you guys that take your time to watch these videos. And if you've made it this far, 13 plus minutes in, man, you are a rock star. And I and Laura, we appreciate you. We really do. And I want to thank you for all the support you've given us. We are coming up on 1 year as a channel. I believe that will occur on July 12th. So we are nearly 11 months old and we are having the time of our life. We love vlogging and we, you know, obviously we love traveling. Cruising is our favorite. We will be doing more land vacations and things like that. In fact, in 2 weeks, we're going to take you to Traverse City, Michigan and show you what that's all about up there on Lake Michigan, Grand Traverse Bay. It's really cool up there, guys. It'll surprise a lot of you guys that don't know what Michigan's all about. There's more to Michigan than just Detroit, guys. So with that said, we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.